Hi guys, so thank you for picking back up and watching this video. This is still section 1.2, but we have to hit this last objective, evaluate functions. Okay, so let's jump down here. It's our about our fourth example in this section and our final one, so we got this. Basically, we just have to review function notation, and I've heard some of you guys use this, and it makes me so sad, so we want to correct it and just make sure that we know when we see something like this. Right there, that parenthesis f and then parenthesis x, and what you guys read, I've heard some of you say f times x. That is not f times x. We need to know that this function is like a big machine, okay? And here's a little funny example. It's this whole machine, and the machine is a function f, okay? And what goes in is the x, and what comes out is f of x. That is how we read this. We do not read it as multiplication or times. It is called f of x, and it's because I'm taking an x value, putting it through the machine, through the function, and out. The output is f of x. And this is what it looks like when I'm being silly and when I wish, numbers looked like pizza and emojis, okay? If we see something that looks like this, f of the star face, okay, and it gives me a function that wants me to put that star face in for every x value. Notice this is a function of x, right? But now I want the function to be of star face, okay? And that's why I took the star face and put it everywhere there was an x. And I can do the same thing with a pizza, right? Right now this is a function of x, but I want to find the function of pizza. So I take that pizza and put it everywhere that I had an x. And now I have a function of pizza, not a function of x, f of x. Okay, so we got to correct that and make sure we know it's not multiplication. It's this function machine, okay, that's happening. How that looks, and here's just an example. If I were to find, so when we don't work with pizzas and emojis, if I had a function right here, f of x equals 0.012x squared minus 0.2x plus 8.7, and I wanted to find f of 30. Notice how I read that, f of 30. What we do is I take that 30 and put it everywhere there was an x, okay? And I can simplify it, and my final answer here, I would say f of 30 equals 13.5. When x equals 30, my y is 13.5. Notice the 30 goes into my function machine. There's the function doing its work. And then I get out and output 13.5. Okay, so that's just some refresher on this whole function notation that we're going to be working with. This is what it looks like that we want to master in this section. They give us a function, f of x equals x squared plus 3x plus 5. And I need to be able to evaluate it no matter what's in the parentheses here. There's different things, lots going on. I need to be able to handle the value no matter what it is. Okay, so this first one, f of 2. I want to take that 2 and put it in for all of my x's. So notice now, f of 2 equals 2 squared plus 3 times 2 plus 5. Okay, and then we simplify. 2 squared gives me 4, 3 times 2 gives me 6 plus 5, and I have an answer of 15. Easy, right? Not too bad. Let's take a look at this next one. It's f of x plus 3. No different, guys. We still take that x plus 3 and I put it in for my x's. Notice it's x squared, so now I have x plus 3 squared plus 3x, so I do plus 3 times x plus 3. And plus the 5, there's no x, so I just leave it alone. We have to remember, guys, remember that meme, x plus 3 squared is x plus 3 times x plus 3, and I can distribute that 3 in. This is just simplifying, right? Basic simplifying from here on out. Two binomials multiplied together, so I FOIL, and then we combine like terms. So here's my final answer. Okay, guys, just we're still simplifying. We can't get scared. We can't get nervous. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Still remember, substitute that x plus 3 in for my x's. Okay, and then the last one is f of negative x. So this should be equals negative x squared plus 3 times negative x plus 5. And then we are also going to simplify this. Negative x squared is a negative x times a negative x. What's that going to give me? Right, a negative times a negative is going to give me a positive x squared. 3 times negative x gives me negative 3x plus 5. And there I have my answer. Okay, guys, so this is just a refresher on evaluating functions. Bring any questions to our Zoom. That is all for 1.2. We hit all of these objectives. So relook at these. Make sure you can do these 4 objectives. If you can't, bring me some questions, okay? Great work, guys.